Done again. Right, the next pattern we're going to look at is pattern Dan gun. So you've already seen me do the pattern in my own time, so that shows you which directions to go. Now I'm going to break down the pattern and tell you the movements and the stances that we are going through. Now I will change the camera position so you can pretend that obviously you're behind me when I come back towards you, so you can see the full pattern, see every movement. So we're going to start in chin beat, ready position. So the first movement of Dan gun, I'm going to step out my left leg into my L stance middle knife hand guarding block. Now from there I'm going to step forward into a high walking stance punch. All the punches in Dan gun are high section, which is in line with your eyes. So I'm going to step forward into my walking stance, high punch. Now I'm going to turn over my punching shoulder and I'm going to go into my knife hand guarding block now behind me like so in my L stance. So again a middle knife hand guarding block. I'm going to step forward now into my high walking stance punch. Now I'm going to step out now to the front with my left leg into a low block. I'm in a walking stance once again. Now I'm going to step forward with 3 high walking stance punches. So I'm going to step forward and punch 1. I'm going to punch 2. I'm going to punch 3. On this third punch now I'm going to shout. Now the next movement I'm going to do is a twin forearm block. So I'm going to pivot on my front foot. So I'm going to be turning in this direction. I'm going to pivot. My left foot now is going to step out in front of me into a twin forearm block. So in my L stance twin forearm block now, the front hand is the dominant hand, so this is doing an outer forearm block, middle. My back hand now is doing a rising block. From there now I'm going to step forward into a high walking stance punch. I'm going to follow over my shoulder now into a twin forearm block behind me. So again I'm in my L stance, an outer forearm block and a rising block are the 2 blocks that are being shown. I'm going to step forward into a high walking stance punch. From there now I'm going to step out with my left leg towards the back of the dojang. I'm going to do now 2 blocks in continuous motion. Continuous motion just means 2 separate blocks but with 1 long breath. So I'm going to step out now into my low block and then I'm going to come up onto the ball of my foot driving into a rising block. So the way it should sound is so it's an elongated breath, but with 2 blocks delivered at normal pace. Now I'm going to cross on both blocks. So from here now I'm going to step forward doing 3 walking stance rising blocks. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. On this last block now I'm going to shout. Then I'm going to turn over my blocking shoulder. So I turn over my blocking shoulder now I'm going to go into an L stance knife hand strike. So it's a side knife hand strike. Cross in on top. From here I'm going to step into a walking stance high punch, turning over my punching shoulder into a side knife hand strike, step forward now into a high walking stance punch. My left leg was the last one to move, so I'm going to come back to my ready position. Now a couple of little pointers in Dan gun. Like I said, all the punches are high, so that means they're all in line with your eyes. Now in Dan gun, you're showing a few new moves. So you're showing a L stance and a walking stance like you did in your previous patterns, but then we're adding a few techniques. So we're learning now to do a continuous breath, continuous motion. We're learning our rising blocks. So number 1 is a knife hand guarding block. Now a guarding block, the primary block is my knife hand here, so I'm using the side of my hand. The other hand is just coming across my body and guarding. So it's slightly off my body here, the elbow's flaring slightly out and the hand is open. So the hands start from up here and they come across my body and they block. This is the blocking hand using my knife hand here to block the side of my hand. The second technique now that is new to you is a side knife hand strike. So the knife hand strike is using the side of my hand now again to strike as an attack. The cross for side knife hand strike is the same as an outer forearm block that you've seen in the blocking video. Now, any questions on Dan gun, give me a shout. Don't forget now, message me if there's anything that you're not sure of and we can go through it. Hopefully you get on well with the pattern and there's a few little pointers there to help you go through.